Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to the 2025 SNIA Preview. My name is Michael Malidi. I'm the Chief Operations Officer at SNIA. So just some a little bit of housekeeping for today's preview session. So if you would, just to help us with attendance, if you could enter your name and then your company in parentheses on your Zoom login or attendee info screen. Everyone should be on mute for the call, except for the anyone speaking or the moderator. You can unmute yourself if you would like to say something during the session. But please, if you're not speaking, do remain on mute, as we expect quite a few people on the call today. You can use the chat icon to send messages and submit any questions to the group or to a particular person. You can also use the raised hand function under participants icon if you require any assistance during today's call. And as a reminder, the session is being recorded and will be made available for on-demand viewing after today. A quick overview of what will be happening with today's agenda. So we'll have a welcome. Jay Metz is going to be presenting that, our chairman. And then we'll get updates from our technical work groups. So you can see the groups that will be presenting: the cloud storage group, computational, green storage, the IOTA, which is the IO traces, tools, and analysis, object drive, swordfish security, SFF, SDXI, solid state, and storage data placement. At that point, we'll take a quick 10-minute break, come back with some community updates from the cloud storage technologies community, the compute, memory, and storage community, data storage and networking community, the DNA Data Storage Alliance, green storage community from the STAY community, and from storage management. That'll be followed by an update from SNIA's Technical Council as far as their plans for 2025. And then lastly, we'll have our SNIA leadership update and membership awards. And Rochelle Alvers, SNIA's vice chair, will be presenting that section. One of the things we wanted to do today, and actually Scott Shadley is here. He chairs our communications steering committee. Scott wanted to talk about some rebranding efforts within SNIA. So over to Scott.
Yeah, so just to let everybody know, with the migration of some new efforts around our website, we're going to be launching a new brand as well. So we do have a few people off mute as well. So anyway, we have some changes coming. There was a need to move our website, and there you go. Let it talk now. There you go. So what's driving a lot of this effort that we're moving forward with is the idea that our website had a mandatory transition, if you will. You should be able, there you go, from an existing platform to a new backend. And as part of that, we started thinking through, well, we've done a lot of changes. We've added the data focus areas, and we want to keep moving forward. And the kite, as we've called it for the last few years, has definitely served us very well, but we wanted to kind of move forward into a more kind of linear landscape with the look and feel of it as we've driven this future forward concept of SNIA. So we're going to be making a bunch of changes on the public facing website. This is a preview of a snapshot of what the next homepage is going to look like. As part of that, we're also going to do a lot of work to clean up the flow and feel of the page, so it's easier to find content. The search will be changed to be more effective, and it'll flow more effectively. So we've had a lot of time to build to where we are, and as we do these membership changes, we've done the data focus area changes, it was kind of time to do a little bit of a rebrand. And so as we formally called the logo a kite, I'll be happy to take recommendations from membership and potential members and anybody on the call for what we can nickname our new logo item, because we've had lots of fun with that so far this year. So looking forward to continuing to work on that as part of the communications group and bringing forward some more communication strategies and ease of use for the SNIA website.
Thank you, Scott. Arnold, next slide. Okay, over to our chairman, Jay Metz, to talk about SNIA in 2025.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So Scott really nicely teed up with some of the other changes that we've been doing. The changes we're making inside of SNIA are not just cosmetic. It's really good to see a whole bunch of people that some old friends are on the call and hopefully some new ones as well. What we're looking to do in 2025 and beyond is to simplify a lot of what SNIA has been doing. Right. So we've been working, for 25 plus years. We want to be able to work for another 25 plus years. So we have completely revamped the way that SNIA interacts with our end users as well as our members. So we have a brand new membership model. You may have heard about this before, which is effectively, instead of the smorgasbord a la carte way of handling, the activities, whether they be technical activities or marketing activities, now it's a pay one price. So it's a lot easier to get involved inside of SNIA, and in a lot of cases for many companies, it's even a lot cheaper. But the key thing and the most important thing of all is that this allows people who have a passion for storage to effectively participate wherever it's needed, wherever they want to participate. And that is a huge deal for a lot of people. They may not necessarily always get the support from their company to participate, but if you're a member of SNIA, you're a member of all of SNIA now. So this whole preview, if you're not familiar with everything that's going on inside of the organization, you should probably look at it with a fresh pair of eyes, because this is an opportunity for you to say, hey, I'm really interested in that particular thing. I haven't been able to participate in it before, but now I'll be able to do that because I have access to this and I'm not going to be hindered by any kind of organizational structure. So you get the opportunity to get a taster of everything that's going on inside of SNIA and participate as you see fit, right? As you wish. And believe me when I say that the people who have been putting the hard work into coming up with this preview want that to happen. They want the participation and they want you to start joining those groups, because of the fact that many people just don't even know that's available to them now. So that's what this is all about. This is about being able to create an environment where everybody can cross-pollinate these ideas over the course of this new organization. Not only that, we are creating and focusing very heavily on partnerships, industry partnerships in particular. So as we start to move forward, we're creating specific technology initiatives for AI, memory, archiving, energy, and a whole bunch of other things in conjunction with other groups inside of the industry. Now, there is an interesting kind of dynamic when it comes to all these different organizations, and we already partners with a lot of them. But we're going to be strengthening those relationships with new organizations like Ultra Ethernet and UA Link, as well as the groups that are very familiar with everybody already for a long period of time, like OCP and IEEE and those kinds of organizations. Very important groups that are going to be working with us to develop initiatives for 400 gig, for memory data movement, and the like. And we're going to be focusing very heavily on making sure that we have that alignment between the different organizations, and basically, if we can be a little bit cliche here, usher in a new area of collaboration with other organizations and capitalize on the work that they're doing. It's just like they can capitalize on the work that we are. So one of the things that you'll notice as we go through this, and Scott pointed this out, is part of the simplification is that we are trying to move away from the inside baseball voice, meaning we have a language that we use inside of SNIA, and we're going to try to expand and extrapolate that, right? So if you're familiar with SFF, well, what does SFF do? If you know what SFF does, it's a no-brainer. All right. But if you don't already know what SFF does, it's just a couple of letters and a word. So what we're looking to do is take this, and it's not just that one organization, it's all of them inside of SNIA, and we're going to try to make it more user-friendly. we're going to be creating communities that allow us to be able to do the promotion of an organization group, like energy or the memory groups or those kinds of things, and create communities that surround us, make it a lot easier for people who are not familiar with SNIA to know exactly what they're getting involved in, because that's effectively how they sort of approach SNIA. I want to get involved in memory. What's the memory group I have to join? They're just not going to be able to instantly identify all the different acronyms. So we're going to create an outside voice mapping to the inside voice so that people can understand if they want to do transceivers, they know that they're going to be working inside of a transceiver community or group or technical work. It just so happens to be SFF. Right. So all of these sort of things, we're going to make a concerted effort to have the groups themselves be easier to understand and identify from people who may not necessarily understand what SNIA does. So today we've got a smorgasbord of opportunity, right? We've got a lot of work that's going on, both technical as well as educational. And so what we're going to be showing you, the people who are interested in the work that's going on, obviously storage and data movement and data protection and energy and all that kind of stuff, is exactly the kind of idea that we want you to be able to see in yourself to be able to participate with. So we're looking very, very closely and pushing very hard to make sure that everybody knows that these are opportunities for people to be able to participate by joining SNIA as a whole. So it's a radically simplified and easier way for people to do the work that they want to do with the people who are equally passionate about it. And by all means, we want to hear from you as to what you think may be a missing gap, right? What are the things that we need to work on? What are the things that we should probably be looking at? What are the groups that we should be paying attention to? Are there initiatives inside of the industry that we should be paying attention to that maybe we're not? That's the kind of participation in particular that we find to be the most useful. And vice versa, we want to be able to help you get your needs met as well. So this is a much easier and simplified give and take between the SNIA organization, the way that we promote the work that we're doing, the way that we understand the work that we're doing in relation to the broader industry, and of course, the work that you possibly can be able to help participate in and make your own jobs easier in the process. So I want to thank you very much for joining, and this is going to be a great presentation for all the things that we're doing and then some. So Michael, back to you.
Great, thank you, Jay. So again, yes, for any questions that come up during the sessions, please go ahead and use the chat feature to submit your questions and comments.